fellas, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers again. It's Sunday, and it's about noontime. The first football game's about to start, and I just got finished this morning taking my daughter to her soccer game. They lost, but it was a really nice day, and I got a little bit of vitamin D out there in the sun, and I just walked in here and thought I'd triage my 6 things here that I got for free last night. So I was looking through it, and I wanted to decide which one I was going to work on today. You know, even though there's football on, I could probably get one out of the way. So you got the power washer. I'm not going to mess with that. I was looking at both Hondas. While I can see that there are some of the engagement cables that are Dunsky, okay, that power one's not even connected because it's not there anymore, okay? And I know these cables are super expensive. The recoil starter over there is like tied right around there, and it's just hanging like that. So I know that needs some kind of recoil starter thingamabob, and I don't even know if I want to mess with it because there's so many cables. There's like 4 cables that go there. I think I remember I kept the entire handle assembly from the old one that I trashed. So maybe I could just do a switcheroo or just put the cable on there and get that one going maybe. But then I thought that was just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Same goes with that one. There's something wrong with the cables and stuff. This one here too, both cables are gone. This is self-propelled, right? Cable's gone here. And as you can see a cable going there, but there ain't no cable coming out of there. So that's for the self-propulsion. So I'm going to need 2 cables for this, right? Plus it's missing that cap over there and a hubcap. So then I was looking at the Murray, and the Murray seemed like it was okay. Because you know what? It has the only working cable. Out of all 5 mowers here, it's the only one with a working cable. So I was going to whip this one out and start triaging it and figuring out what's wrong with it and getting it started until I looked it over, and what did I see? That's right. The left rear corner of this deck is Dunsky. While it's not completely Dunsky, can't sell it that way, you know? It's all rusted out. You know what I'm saying? So, this deck is done. Yes, I could try to weld it and put some sheet metal there, but honestly, it's a push mower. It's a Murray. It's totally not worth it. I'll save the engine for parts, right? And I looked at this one. This Craftsman push mower. Everything looks intact. It, of course, does not have a cable. There's nothing there, right? But, and it's missing the top cover. It's really not all that important. It's just cosmetic, right? So I thought maybe, this is about the same length as this. So what if I took this cable off of this one and put it on that one? And then put the cover from that one onto here. There you go. There would be one. And then I could work on the other 4 some other time. You know what I mean? But you get one easy one done just to clear the horde, you know? You got 5 in queue. Get rid of the easy one and then work on the rest. So it's always something. So I remove the cable from the bail handle of the Murray, right? And I take the handle and I'll put it over here on this handle. But guess what? This handle is 18 inches wide. Craftsman handle is 16 inches wide. So it looks like I might have to remove the entire handle assembly from there, this whole thing, and put it on here. So I measured the width of this, and that's 17 inches, okay? The width of that is 18 inches. So that's doable, because I'll just, you know, push it in 1/2 inch on each side. That'll take up that extra 1 inch. So that ought to work. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to first remove the pull rope from this one. So that's free from this handle. Next, there are 2 cotter pins that hold this on here like that. Just pull it out like that. Push this in. This whole handle comes right off. Gotta loosen it from here. This is always a pain. And this is all jacked anyway. After removing the handle and that cable, look what I discovered. It's missing the spring that pulls it back. It's supposed to be a spring here that attaches to here and here, so that when you put pressure on the handle, it pulls it like this and takes it off of the kill mechanism, right? So the spring's supposed to be here to pull it back. It's missing. So now I'm going to have to go find a spring for this, right? And I don't even know if this mechanism works. However, I think it does, because when it goes like this, I feel it's moving. It depresses, see? I feel it. Like right there, it's touching. So when it touches, it does kill it. So theoretically, though, if I just do it like that, I could see if this starts because it's not killed, you know? I could see if there's any spark. It's okay, we can test it later. Right now I'm going to remove the handles of this one here. These are just a bunch of wing nuts on there. Take the handle off. Gonna have to rethink this, guys. After close inspection, that setup is not the same as the Craftsman. That one has a wing bolt that comes out, and the bottom part has another part that sticks out. It's welded onto the end of there. There's no hole there, see? Alright, well, so what happened was, look. I put a spring there. I took the cable from the Murray, right? The top part of this handle is from the Murray. This is the original bottom part of the handle of this Craftsman. Look at here. Now we've got a working cable that springs back into action, right? You can pull it freely and it moves. There's no gas in it. I'm gonna put gas in it and we're gonna see what happens. So I just put some gas in it. I don't think this is gonna start. This doesn't look like it, you know? Primer bulb appears to work okay. There's a funky little spring that's over here. Doesn't look stock to me at all. It's not leaking. Let me give it a couple of pulls and see. About these quantum engines, man, they always work pretty well when they start. I mean, it runs pretty nice.
Just got to get all the oil out of that muffler, you know, and let it run for a while. But how about it, huh? Primed it, put gas in it, started up after about 4 or 5 pulls, you know. And all I did was just replace the cable, you know, and the top part of the handle, put a spring there, you know, gas, that's all I did. I actually didn't check the Earl. I should stop it. Yep. So the brake cable works and all that stuff. Gonna have to check the oil, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the top cover off of one of the other Craftsmans and put it on here, and that would complete this mower. You know, it's just a push mower. And that would have been, that's a pretty easy fix. Smoke has dissipated some, but still there is some smoke. I actually think the engine's not running very well. It's got some issues inside. I hear clanking. The oil is very black, so I'm going to change the oil. But smoke stopped, which is good. Looky who's here! I got the trailer over there. Okay. It's Pete Lombardi and his dad with a huge trailer. No. Pulled around. It's always tricky to have a trailer, but his trailer's pretty big. It's got 2 axles in the back, so it may be a little bit easier to maneuver. I know when I used to have that Harbor Freight one, man, it was a pain to back up into back upright. You had to really get it, you know. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? What's up, bro?
You're so long, man.
Traffic.
Damn it.
There was an accident. I don't know how to pick the driver. Oh, look, there's an accident. This is a nice Eagle 1 for you.
Hope you didn't lose anything on the highway.
Nah. You got an old snapper for you. Right?
Damn it. It's not mine.
No.
It looks just like it.
My neighbor just really?
That doesn't run.
It's been sitting there for 12 years.
So it doesn't run?
It doesn't run, but it has
So
to
what?
crush it.
I don't want to mess with that again. I don't know, Pete. I don't know about this deal. I'm giving you a perfectly working tractor, and I want to get it to jump.
Nah, it ain't junk, man. Hey, I got your talent, too.
I could use
And
those.
another Quantum if you
I
want.
could use those. So,
I got the 38 inch deck, I got the Red Max.
so Pete and I are doing another trade. He's got an LT1000 tractor with
Yeah.
no engine,
That has the intake.
but it's not in it.
It's in
out.
it.
Oh, it's in it?
Yeah, it's in it right there.
And
Everything-
mounted?
No, not yet. You just got to mount it, put the carb on. I got the intake for you, too.
So watch. I'm going to need linkage. I'm going to need carb. I'm going to need fuel lines. I'm going to need a starter.
No, that's 3 starters I'm giving him.
Ooh, three starters.
3 starters.
3 working starters?
You have to see. Get into it.
See, so I'm giving him my yard machines,
perfectly running yard machines. It's a little rough around the edges, but it runs and it mows and everything, you know? And when I put that new starter in, that thing starts up like a champ now. So I was going to sell that for like $375, right? I know it's a little high, but some nut
For an empty day.
was actually going to come and give me $300, but I had already made the trade deal with Pete. So I mean, I can't be a dick about it. So I said, I can't be a dick about it. Not to mention, he's been really good to me over the years.
Yeah, I like Henry. I haven't seen Henry in a while.
So I have to give it to him. He's getting that tractor, and he's giving me that stuff.
Tractor. And a nice John Deere trailer, too.
Well, we'll see. I guess I can use the parts. I definitely need the hood, which I don't see.
It's in my truck
Oh,
because I
good.
didn't want to damage it.
Oh,
It's too
thank
good condition.
goodness.
It's okay.
Because you all know that I definitely needed I definitely needed the hood, right? So this is what I'm giving him. This is my yard machines with the Tecumseh 13.5. This was after I put the starter in here. Watch. Watch. Come on, choke.
I think you got the choke. There goes Henry. Now, I'm glad I'm doing this deal with Henry though, because my uncle needs a tractor. And I'm giving him this one.
How about that, huh?
Yeah, move the camera to give a nice little perspective.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think I did.
Be careful, don't hit my car. I don't know, man. I've just got a crate full of crap. It'll fit. Tractor will fit, yeah.
That's a bench strength. That's one. It's a nice tractor.
Yeah.
I would sell it.
This is the first time Pete's looking at the Rodimus Prime. He couldn't believe that the rear wheels turn like
I'm
that.
looking at it. I'm looking at it.
Crazy, right?
It's one of those. I had a Murray all wheels here.
Did you?
One of my first tracks. Yeah, it was a Murray / like Craftsman because it was made by AYP, but it was Murray.
I've heard of Nomas with
That first tractor that Henry got in his old videos, his 1 year celebrating. When you see one of his first videos, he had that is a Murray Craftsman.
I see.
With the middle shift, the ball buster. That's what you call them, nut buster. Hey, this is the Hey Henry, you can't fit the 38-inch deck on a 42. It's impossible.
Bing! It's on there.
And now he can put the right hood on it because I gave him one.
Oh, that's usual junk dump. He wanted to drive my zero turn. It's awesome. Now I'm more overwhelmed again than I was before he came. You know, a lot of stuff he gave me was just junk anyway, you know, and I hate putting it together. And then while he was riding this thing around, it came off the bead, but that's okay. You know why? Because these kind of tires always come off the bead, and I have to just put like an inner tube in it or something like that. Apparently there was something wrong with this tire too, you know, and that's okay. He gave me some more tires. I just need some inner tubes to put them in there, you know. This is the old hood, but he did give me a Red Max blower, but it's in pieces. I don't know how long it's going to take me to fix that, you know what I mean? But we did put the hood that he gave me on here, and it looks great now. So, you know, honestly, that deal was more beneficial to him because, well, he got a working tractor that he just drove home, you know what I mean? And I've got bits and pieces and parts of all kinds of crap. But honestly, though, I did need a hood for this, and I feel satisfied that I did get a good hood for this. And also, I think this John Deere trailer is pretty cool, as long as I get some wheels on it. I mean, it is pretty cool. I like it, you know. So that's pretty cool. And if I could get the Red Max, you know, backpack blower going, that'd be pretty cool, you know. And we've got some tires. Got another mower here. Got some shrouds. Oh man, is that a Tecumseh? It is a Tecumseh Eager 1 type engine. I hate it. But, you know, push mowers, I'm just going to work at it as I go. No real priority to anything, you know. But the tractors is what I need to get going, you know. But anyways, a good visit from Pete Lombardi, you know. I did get rid of that yard machines, which is a good feeling, you know. And I got an LT1000 I get to work on. He also gave me the deck too, so that's alright. He gave me this little wonder thing. I definitely don't even want to touch it. This is a headache, okay? I don't even want to mess with it. Well, that's it for today. Visit from Pete Lombardi and the goings-ons that we both do when we get together. The trade deals that we make, and I guess this is how I keep busy, you know what I mean? I'm, again, tremendously overwhelmed now by the amount of stuff that I now have all over again. And I'm going to let these push mowers take a back seat to what I need to do. It's tractors that are the biggest part of, you know, my garage. So I want to get it out of my garage and parked working, you know. So while I did get this one running, right, 1 out of the 5 that I picked for free from that lady Carol that was giving it away in Port Jefferson. We took the cable from the Murray, the top part of the handle from the Murray. I put a spring in there. I put gas in here. This thing fired up, burned out all the hydrolocked oil in the muffler, and it no longer smokes, and this thing actually runs pretty well. I'm going to get a engine cover from one of these other 3 or 5 and put it on here and shine this up, and I don't know, it's 1 down, 4 to go, you know, and then after Pete Lombardi visits me, I have like plenty to do, you know, so that's how I get supply for my content. I just non-stop, I'll get stuff to do, you know. But thanks for joining me today. I'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel, buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on my next project. Have a great day.
Hey Henry, I gotta run. See you next time, Mowers and Blowers.